Following the New Year festivities, all Counter-Strike Global Offensive fans were surprised to find the game almost unplayable. Inventories, matchmaking, ranks, levels, and most social features were down and remained down for a few days. It wasn't until Matt Wood, a non-Counter-Strike team member, tweeted out that both the CS and Steam teams were, quote, urgently investigating as far as I am aware. And the issue itself didn't appear completely resolved until late the next day. However, small hiccups were still experienced throughout the next few days. This prolonged issue raised some questions about Valve's lack of immediate communication following the problem, and later asking why it took a person completely separated from the game to do damage control. At the current time, it appears that Valve doesn't have a dedicated community manager, and instead leaves those responsibilities up to those already on development teams. Whether or not this is the smartest move for the company remains to be seen. However, keep in mind that pretty much everyone was on vacation for the holidays when this issue even occurred, so it is respectable that they took their free time away from their friends and families to repair the situation. As for the cause, I have not seen a solid report, so we'll just have to chalk it up to being a fluke. However, the game being up and running for the new year was incredibly important, due completely in part to the E-League only being over a week away. And to kick off the excitement, the official E-League YouTube channel posted a video on the history of Counter-Strike, starting all the way back in the mod days. And to end the video, there is an inside look of the CS team's offices, with the team working on, along with a few shots of mapping. This shot in particular shows Jess Cliff's PC working on what appears to be a remake of Dust. However, there is more going on here than what originally meets the eye, so just wait for another video for the full coverage. Around the same time, Swedish podcast This did an interview with Emil Christensen, former captain of Ninjas in Pajamas and current team manager. Around 38 minutes into the podcast, Heaton states, in Swedish, quote, well, there's gonna come oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but they are working on some kind of Counter-Strike version or new game, but that is a few years away. Always keep in mind that Valve always starts and stops projects, almost monthly, so whatever game version is being referred to here may only be in pre-production and could be canceled at any moment. Some projects just take their time though. Recently, new information was found about No, not that. We'll talk about that another time. Info was announced about the long-awaited Team Fortress comic issue number 6 on Jay Pinkerton's Twitter. On January 9th, Pinkerton tweeted that the issue would be out that week, showing off the cover with the hashtags finally, we're so sorry, and biggest comic yet. And oh man, did they deliver. With 256 page turns compared to issue 5's 70-some, this comic is insane. It is worth the over a year and a half wait. Without getting into spoilers, anyone who hasn't read it should do as soon as possible. After the release, Valve writer Eric Wampa used his Twitter for the first time in over a year, showing off the whiteboard with the issue 6 to-do list, about to be erased for issue 7. And for anyone who has already read it but wants to read it again, I would suggest instead watching Scout's voice actor Nathan Vitterland read through it using the Scout voice for Scout's lines. Link down below for that VOD. Such a good idea that Pinkerton was also curious on where to find Nathan Vitterland's VOD, which is nice to see. Valve reaching out and also being a fan just like us. Something that doesn't happen as often as it should. Well, at least publicly. Although we did learn that Valve has been making some strange moves, inviting devs of the indie titles Onward and Gunpoint to their offices to work on their games in office. The purpose is unknown. This at the same time that Impulse Sonic, the company behind many improvements in VR audio and the creators of the HRTF system used in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. This makes it seem that Valve may be hiring from the community more frequently, along with taking 3D audio more seriously. Two very interesting developments. Another interesting development came in the form of a blog post made by a former Valve Linux programmer regarding the infamous Faster Zombies article posted back on August 1st, 2012. Faster Zombies talked about Valve's recent strides in Linux gaming programming, and basically said that Left 4 Dead 2 ran faster on Linux. At the time, it was interesting to hear about the progress being made, but what the writer recently talked about is how the industry reacted, specifically Microsoft. Following Faster Zombies publishing, senior developers at Microsoft came by Valve for a visit and praised Valve over the post because it lit a fire under Microsoft executives to step up the production and support of Direct3D, which at the time was on total life support, with it being years since the last DirectX XDK release. And lastly, the Steam team is making my dreams come true. As announced back during the Steam Dev Days, Steam now officially supports Xbox 360 and Xbox One controllers to be fully configurable in any game regardless of support. And this is the same level given given recently to the PlayStation controllers and Steam controller. An excellent addition. And yeah, there is a story I neglected to cover. Believe me, I have something to say, but I am currently putting my opinions and information in order so I don't sound like a raging fanboy idiot again. So stay tuned for that. And this video is sponsored by TradeSkinsFast.com. Trade your favorite skins fast and safe at TradeSkinsFast.com. All you have to do is get your unwanted Counter-Strike Global Offensive knives, weapons, keys, and other skins into the inventory on the website. And similarly priced items can be gotten immediately on the website. It's very fast, it's very easy, and there is no extra cost to you. And thank you very much for watching. I know the videos haven't been coming out as frequently as they had, but hey, it's January and the semester just started, so I am a bit busy. Thank you very much for watching. I do have a lot of videos planned for the future, and I hope you enjoy Valve News Network in 2017. Always feel free to give me any critiques or criticisms on how I make these videos. If there is anything that can be changed to make the videos more pleasant viewing for you, feel free to email me on tylermcvicker@yahoo.com or in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Tyler McVicker. This is Valve News Network. Have a good day. Adios.